You live in a world that speaks to you constantly. Notifications buzz, calendars chime, deadlines loom. Everyone, it seems, wants a piece of your attention, so you give it, willingly or not, until there's almost nothing left for yourself. In the flood of external noise, it's easy to miss the quieter voices, the ones inside. But what if the most important signals weren't out there at all? What if your body had been speaking to you this whole time, and you'd simply forgotten how to listen? There's a sense you probably never learned about in school, one that's as real as sight or touch, but far less visible. It doesn't help you navigate the outside world. It helps you navigate yourself. It's called interoception, and it might just be the missing piece in the puzzle of anxiety. Let's get something clear from the start. Interoception isn't intuition. It's not gut instinct or emotional hunches. It's not the soft whisper of the soul. It's biological, measurable, and real. Interoception is your ability to detect the inner state of your body, your heart rate, your breath, your digestion, even your blood pressure. You experience it every time your stomach growls or your chest tightens, or you sense that subtle shift before a panic attack. Yet most of us are never taught to pay attention to it. We confuse it with mindfulness. We call it mood. We ignore it altogether. But your body is always signaling. It's like an old radio tuned to a forgotten frequency, still broadcasting, whether or not you're listening. Imagine you discovered a new sense today. You'd want to understand how it works, right? Interoception has a home in your brain, the insular cortex, a part of your neural network dedicated to translating internal states into conscious awareness. Signals travel from your organs along the vagus nerve, a vast superhighway connecting your brain to your body. These signals inform not just your sense of wellness, but your very perception of self. And yet, when this system is off, the effects can be profound. Anxiety often begins here, not in thoughts, but in misread signals. Think of your body like a smoke detector. Interoception is the wiring that tells it when there's fire. But what happens when that wiring malfunctions? When it cries fire at the smallest spark, or no spark at all? That's what interoceptive dysfunction feels like. Your heart races and your brain screams danger, even when you're safe. Your breath shortens, and panic follows, because you've learned to associate physical sensations with emotional catastrophe. But here's the radical idea. This is not a flaw, it's just bad data. And like any skill, your ability to read that data can improve. You can train interoception. You can get better at feeling. Not just emotionally, but literally, biologically. It begins with simple awareness. A body scan. A breath count. Placing your hand on your heart and asking yourself quietly, what's going on in there? Not in your mind, but in your body. With practice, you begin to distinguish signal from noise. You stop assuming that a pounding heart means danger. Sometimes it just means you drank too much coffee, or that you're excited, or tired, or human. The more accurately you can read your body, the less power anxiety has over you. You stop being a passive recipient of fear and start becoming an interpreter of your own inner language. But modern life doesn't make this easy. You carry a brain that evolved for rhythm, for breath, for heartbeat and seasons and sweat. An analog brain. But you live in a digital world. A world of screens and constant alerts and artificial lights that drown out the natural cues your body depends on. You're not broken. You're overwhelmed. So maybe it's time to recalibrate. Take a tech fast. Walk barefoot. Chew slowly. Return to your senses, literally. And though it might feel new, the truth is, this wisdom is ancient. Ayurvedic medicine, Taoist breathwork, indigenous rituals, all built around the same principle. The body knows. Long before modern science gave us the term interoception, people were listening. Cultures around the world developed entire systems of healing and self-understanding, rooted in internal awareness. Science is just now catching up, but the body has always known. Even the Stoics knew it. In their writings, you'll find a quiet call to embodied living, to respond to the world, not react to it. That's not about cold detachment. It's about presence. It's about feeling your heartbeat rise and choosing not to run from it. Interoception is what makes that choice possible. You see, in the evolutionary past, your survival may have depended on this sense, feeling a fever before it breaks, noticing shallow breath in a smoky cave, detecting tension in the group before a fight breaks out. Those who felt more, survived more. So maybe anxiety isn't a malfunction. Maybe it's evolution misfiring. A system designed to keep you alive, now confused by the overload of modern life. But what if you could flip that narrative? What if your body wasn't the source of panic, but the path through it? Imagine this. Instead of bracing against your anxiety, you listened. Not to your thoughts, but to your body. What if you stopped trying to escape your sensations and started reading them like signs on a trail?
You don't have to fight your body.
You can ally with it, learn its patterns, trust its pace. The body doesn't lie. It just speaks in a language most of us have forgotten. And here's a strange twist. As we build smarter technology, AI that can read emotions through your voice, your face, even your breathing, we might soon face a world where machines are more attuned to our bodies than we are. Will we outsource our self-awareness? Or will this become the moment we reclaim it? Maybe the future of mental health isn't about more apps or more pills. Maybe it's about coming home, to the body, to the breath, to that quiet signal under all the noise. Interoception isn't about control. It's about listening. And in that listening, you find calm. So here's a challenge. Just for 60 seconds, place your hand on your chest. Close your eyes. Feel your breath. Count your heartbeat. Don't change it. Don't judge it. Just listen. That's all. You might be surprised at what you hear, because beneath the rush of the world, beneath the thoughts and fears and roles you play, there's still a signal, a rhythm, a knowing, and it's been there all along, waiting for you to come back.